guys, and welcome back to Ashley Main Makes, and welcome to my new sewing space. So this is the first video that I'm recording after my move, and honestly this room is still sort of a disaster in the bit you can't see outside of the camera here, but I'm very excited to be here. But honestly, I've been a little scatterbrained. It's been a very stressful move, and I've got like 4 projects that I'm working on at once right now. So I thought we could just hop on here and look at the last like 6 months plus worth of releases of plus size patterns from the Big Four. I noticed when I went into look when I was editing for my last Big Four pattern haul, which I'll leave up above here, but I noticed that they had updated the filters again, so that means we can go through and review specifically the plus size patterns, so that's really exciting and I was really happy to see it. I haven't done one of these videos since last year, so there should be lots to look at. They only release about 1 or 2 pieces with every collection that are in plus sizes, so this should give us quite a bit to look at. So this is definitely like a first impressions review. This is the first time I'm looking at the patterns. No spoilers, and giving you my unfiltered thoughts and opinions. This video is very much inspired by Inside the Hem, but I have not watched any of her videos in the last little while in sort of like preparation for this video. She reviews the collections individually in their entirety, so if you want to go see that, I'll link her channel down below. But all the thoughts are my own. I haven't watched any of her videos. We're just doing kind of a similar format here, but I'm talking specifically about plus sizes, and we're going to be reviewing like all of the kinds together. So we're going to be looking at the new Knowme line, Simplicity, Butterick, McCall's, kind of all in one. New Look and Vogue do not come in plus sizes, so we won't be seeing any of those today, But yeah, so with all that being said, let's jump into looking at some patterns. So, all right, welcome to the new simplicity.com. So if you weren't aware, and I think if you saw my review last year, which I'll leave up above, but yeah, so now we have Simplicity, McCall's, Butterick, Vogue, Knowme, New Look, all the lines, all in one place, all on one website. So this is really nice. They've done an update on the website and it's a lot easier to use than it used to be, which I deeply appreciate. They definitely listened to us a little bit on that end. Right here on the homepage, obviously we've got some fabulous new things. I am really excited about these Diane von Furstenberg patterns. I really wish they had brought them into the full plus size range, because they've already existed in the size range that they're bringing them out in before, but I still kind of want to make one. Maybe not this one, but the classic wrap that they put out here a little bit ago, I kind of want to make that. So let me know if you want to see that, because it might have to happen. But anyways, how I look at the plus size patterns specifically, so that I don't fall in love with something I can't have, is I go patterns by category here. And then I'm going to go down to plus sizes. So we've got a few filters here. I'm going to be having paper selected here, so hopefully we don't double up too much. And I'm going to go newest to oldest. And hopefully this way we will see all the new patterns and we won't overlap with anything we saw last year. So we're just going to work on through newest collections to oldest collections. There'll be quite a bit here because I don't think I've done this since last July, but I thought this would be really fun since, you know, I'm in Canada now and I won't be doing a whole bunch of hauls, so at least we can kind of like look at the patterns together and you can get my thoughts on them. So, alright, so let's jump in. Let's look at the first one. So this is Butterick B7002, and let's start off with looking at the sizing here. So we've got 10 to 18 and 20 to 28. So we're starting off with a weird one here. So this is not their full new size range. So 20 to 28, kind of a weird band. I think their new ones are going up to, there's a 32 through 38 size. Size 28 is a 50-inch bust and a 52-inch hip. So I wouldn't call that super size inclusive. I mean, it's better than their standard size that's like a 22 or a 24. So we're doing better than that, but not by a whole ton. Their new ones that go up to a 38 are fantastic because they go up to a 60-inch bust and a 62-inch hip. So I would call that like real plus size. So hopefully we'll see some more of those today. I'm really surprised that this first one only goes up to a 28. Seems really random, honestly. Again, in my heart of hearts, I really want them to standardize this. I think I mentioned this like every video that I would love to see them standardize it, but we'll have to make sure as we go through that we look at that. So I'll keep that in mind. So Butterick Sewing misses and women's top, skirt, and pants. Semi-fitted top has puff sleeves, bust darts, neck facings, back slit opening with hook and eye closure and 5/8 narrow hem. Semi-fitted skirt has waistband, waist darts, large patch pockets on the side, invisible back zipper, back slit, and stitched hems. Tapered pants have waistband, side front pockets, mock fly front zipper. Okay, so we got a lot going on here. I'm just gonna like scroll down and look at the line drawings first. So we've got sort of a standard bodice, kind of boxy like woven t-shirt action with these like absolutely funktastic 80s sleeves. And then we actually have kind of a nice straight skirt here with a big patch pocket and a pair of like slim pants, but they're like full on with darts and everything. What did they say? Invisible back zipper. Okay, kind of an odd choice, like faux fly and an invisible back zipper. I think I'd just like a real fly, honestly, but whatever. This isn't my kind of pant anyway, but it's nice to see like a non-elastic waisted pant coming with like a full set, because kind of notorious for that. I actually really love this skirt. I think that's really nice with the extra like patch pocket on the hip. I think that kind of goes with like all the cargo pant stuff that's been so trendy. So let's look at the photos here. So it's actually kind of nice on this one. They're showing the straight size model and the plus size model on the cover. I think that's really great. Actually, they've been kind of experimenting with what they show or how they break those sizes up since they released some of the new sizing. Maybe because this one they only have the 2 size ranges, they decided to do it this way, but either way. So we've got the plus size model in the pants and the straight size model in the skirt. I don't particularly love where this skirt is hitting her. That seems sort of nebulous, honestly. Like it feels like it should be like, because her knee is like way up here. Like it feels like it should be like here. I don't know. It might be because she's so tall. Yeah, I mean, kind of nice. So this sleeve actually drapes down, so all this gathering is like kind of about elbow height, which is very different to me than what it looked like in the line drawings. Yeah, see on her it's higher on the straight model. I'm wondering if she's just like really tall, and that might kind of explain it, but then that skirt is really long. So might be something to look at. I honestly think it fits the plus size model better, which is weird. Good weird. I like good weird, but strange. Yeah, like I actually kind of like the look of this on her with this little extra oof. I don't know how I feel about it with the, I don't know, it's like 80s. I feel like I've seen Princess Di in a something like this. A little back slit so you can get your head in. I honestly hate these. Like, if I can make it so I can pull my head in, because these little hook and eye things always get caught on my hair. They always get caught on my back. Like, I'll get a couple of strands like trapped in the hook back here as I'm wearing it. I kind of loathe them, honestly. I just don't even put them on my dresses, if you notice. Yeah, same deal. I like how they have their hair pulled to the side. I mean, they're supposed to be showing that off, but I'm just like imagining me like swooping my hair around and having it getting stuck in the hook. But anyway, personal problems. But yeah, like you can see, so her elbow sits right there, and it looks like it's like a 2-piece sleeve with the front and then the back is straight. So at least that's kind of nice that you don't have all that bulk under your arm. Yeah, you can really tell in this straight size model here where the seam is and then this kind of extra bulk. I just don't like this is really like, I think she has a nice bod under there and you can't tell. Like it's, yeah, this is a lot better, I think, because it's like where it's hitting her and sort of like she's not eaten by the sleeves. And then with the more tapered pant, I think it I don't know, it's a little bit nicer. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's the only place they put those now. Yeah. All right, 20 to 28. And interfacing. Yeah, I mean, about what you would assume for how much you would need. Like, actually, even less than I thought. Like a 2 and, what does that say? Like 2 1/4? Yeah, that's fine. So it's not actually that much of a fabric hog. It's pretty good. But for having the big sleeves, probably because they're 2-part. But yeah, I don't know if this is my jam, but I think it would look good on someone. I think you just have to think about the fabric that you were using and how you were styling it. Like, I think this gal's version is also working a little bit better because this fabric is softer than this fabric. Like, I think this is a stiffer cotton, whereas this might have, like, I think this might be either, like, a poly or a rayon, like a silky type. So it's, like, kind of a little bit more relaxed. So, yeah, I don't know. I think about it. 80s is not my jam. It's just not. I do actually really like this skirt. I kind of wish we'd seen it in a more flattering way. This just isn't the vibes, and you can't really see the pocket on here, so it's not really selling it, but I do really like this skirt. So, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good for a wardrobe pattern. I am more impressed with that than I have been in a wardrobe pattern in a while. Because usually, like I say, the dreaded elastic waist pant. Alright, so let's move on here. So next one's from Mimi G. So we've got Simplicity, Mimi G. Mrs. and Women's Lounge set by Mimi G Style. So, and again, we've got straight size and plus size, it looks like. Okay, this one we have numeric, or what do you call this? Not numeric sizes. Anyway, extra small to extra large, 1X to 5X. So again, does it say 4X, 5X? So we're going up to a 34W this time. So 56-inch bust, 58-inch hip. Is that my understanding? So again, random, another size, not standard. I think you'd probably have some little bit of leeway on this one though. Let's get into it. So pull over draped top with front shoulder pleats, have wide waistband and flange sleeves. Relaxed fit crop pants have elastic waist with ties at the front and patch pockets. Is it just me, or do they always have the weirdest sentence structure for these? It's like makes it really difficult to read, and I'm doing my best. Cool things. So we do have a sew along for this one because it's a Mimi G pattern, so that's really good. So you're feeling nervous, that's always a nice thing to see. Let's go look at the line drawing. So yeah, so it kind of looks like a jumpsuit, but it's actually this like top and pants combo where your smooth band goes over your elastic waistband. So it's kind of like a false jumpsuit, which is great because then you can actually use the bathroom. All right, so here we are, lovely ladies on the front. This QR code that's on the front of these patterns actually links to the sew along now. So if you're like, I can't remember, you can always just use the QR code to link to all the sew alongs. So I do kind of like that. A lot of the newer patterns, including the Knowme patterns, have those. So, but anyway, let's keep rolling. So there's Mimi G in all her glory. You can see there's like, this is actually like an armband with a cowl here. So I don't know if it's the way she's standing or that's how it's supposed to be, where this band is sitting above the elastic waistband. Let's check it out. Yeah, hers is like sort of snuck up a little bit. It looks like I'll have to see if there's another photo. I hope it's not pulling there. Yeah, I think myself, I would like these to sit like this band to sit over this band. Like waistband seems like a lot to me. I like the pockets. And it's nice that it flares out. That feels very trendy and kind of balancing to this shoulder here. Pretty good behind fit here. Yeah, see, hers is poking out a little bit too, so I'm wondering if that is the style. I think for myself, I would either add like a smidgen of length to either the pants or the top or somewhere in between, or even just how I was styling it to make them sit over each other to make it look more like a jumpsuit. These would be beautiful just like lounge pants though, if that's something you're looking for. Yeah, so I'm wondering if hers in this photo, you can slightly see that this is like, I don't know if this is straining or pulling there. Yeah, so she's got her arm down here. Yeah, Mimi G's side seam looks great though, like hers is straight. You don't want this to be like pulling backward or forward depending on like which half of your body is bigger. So she's obviously gotten a really good fit on here. Obviously this is her pattern, so she's going to, at least I would hope she would. All right, stretch knits only, bamboo cotton knit blends, ITY jacquard, I hope they mean a knit jacquard, jersey rib knit, see pick a knit rule, bamboo cotton blends, double knit, interlock, jersey rib knit, sweatshirts, fleece, terry knit. So B is the bottom. Yeah, B is the bottom, A is the top. So you could have like slightly heavier on the bottom, like you could do more like classic sweat pant material, sweatshirt, fleece, terry knit, that sort of thing. The rib knit would be kind of cool. Could make yourself like one of those very, very trendy sets that are out of the rib knit. Again, not particularly my jam, but like definitely somebody's jam. And again, like I think if you wanted a jumpsuit, this would be really great because it looks like a jumpsuit and you can still pee. So there's that. Let's see, we got body measurements. Yes, we're not getting any finished garment measurements on this. I don't think I checked that for the last one, but yeah, in this new style where we've got the women's sizes and the misses sizes, you don't get the finished garment measurements. So just something to check. The other thing is that pick a knit rule. So that's the thing where you stretch the fabric to see if it's got enough stretch and hold it up to the little ruler and it recovers. Again, personal request is I would love for them to actually put like a stretch percentage on here if you were gonna like order fabric online to go with this pattern, especially since they're pushing having PDF patterns now. That would be something I'd like to see, especially because like I would probably be ordering these now. So there's that. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, like not bad. Not necessarily my jam. I think the top is actually kind of pretty. I could see you like if you wore it with like if you wore it with like real pants, it would read, you could make it read quite dressy. I think that'd be okay. And like these could be really nice lounge pants. I don't know necessarily if I'd wear it together. I don't know. But yeah, you could do a jumpsuit. I don't know. It's for somebody. It's not for me. But like if this is your style, this seems like a pretty decent one. All right, let's go back here. All right. Oof. Okay. So we've got another kind of oversized action here. So misses and women's tops and pants. Double check the sizing. Yeah, so again, we're going 10 to 18 and then 20 to 28. So instead of breaking it up into two pattern packs and having the smaller sizes and the larger sizes, we're just kind of doing the middle here. Because even like this bottom size, I'd say if you're on the lower end of misses, like I know like my good friends Gwen and Serena are, this is too large for them, so we're actually not getting that bottom half of misses either. So do be really careful. Yeah, so 20 to 28, again, kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I was really excited to see those 38s coming in. All right, but anyway, let's get into it. So we got crew neck tops with cape element, have 3/4 inch sleeves, high-low hem, keyhole back again, opening with button closure, so a little bit better, not the hook and eye of hair death. Floor length pants have floor length pants. Oh my god. Why are these the hardest thing to read? Okay. Have front pleats, side seam pockets, front fly zipper, and waistband with belt loops and button closure. They're rating this as easy, which I mean, you got pants in here, and you got buttons, and you got full-on pants, and they're calling this easy, so alrighty there, Simplicity. I mean, it is sort of a shapeless bag by the looks of it, so let's go look at the line drawing before we get too far ahead of ourselves. What is the difference between A and B? They look the same. They look the same to me. I really am not sure. Maybe it'll become more apparent. Okay, I think, okay, yeah, so she's wearing A, which comes up higher in the front. Like this one comes up to like your waist. And then they've got the plus size gal and the one that comes to like the high hip. So it's basically like waist, like a cropped length versus like a high hip length of this tunic top. And then it's the same length in the back. Okay. Following why these are different. And then here we are. So we've got sort of a standard set of pleated front trousers. Again, nice to see a non-elastic bag sack pant, but I don't know. I don't know if this is the vibe. Does anyone actually ever make like the full like top and pants as a set. Like I never do. I always am like making one piece out of the set. Like I feel like I would buy a specific pants pattern to make pants. Like anyway, or like my go-to one pair of pants. Like I don't know. Anyway, I could be wrong. I'm very curious to hear how you guys use these, cuz I would almost rather them produce more sizes in like one item. But you know, I'm curious to hear and know how you guys are using them. Maybe because the price of these have gone up so much that maybe we are making the whole outfit now. I don't know. Okay, we read that terrible paragraph. So here we go. Here are our ladies. Mrs. Lady's doing better this time than the last wardrobe pattern where plus size lady was doing better, but I think part of it's the contrast of having like a darker top, lighter bottom, like it's creating like not entirely a shapeless blob, and this shorter length showing off her waist does actually really help a little bit. This is feeling a little sackish. Yeah, that's feeling a little sackish. Let's have some tea. But let's take a better look at it here. So yeah, so we've got sassy lady. Part of it's the pose, I think, too. But yeah, having that bit of waistline where it's giving you like some definition is helpful, but like I don't know if I'd want like my full belly out in a pleated pant. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want my full tum out in a pleated pant, but let's have a look here. So we've got our plus size lady. This is our cape. Let me like zoom in here. Yeah, I think the other thing that's not helping her doing any favors is like you can see that the tip of her shoulder is like right here. So, and then this is where the seam is. So you'd want this seam to like move up to like here so that it was sitting on her shoulder, and that would give her a lot more structure in terms of, you know, how this was sitting on her, and would give her a bit more shape so that it doesn't just look like total sack action. Here we are. They're trying to be like, imagine it in like a more chiffon-y thing. Oh, yikes. I kind of thought we were done with patterns like that, where it's like a mixed animal that not found in nature. I mean, I love a good leopard print, but like that mixed print, terrible. Orange pants? I could dig it in an orange. There's sassy lady again. Are we gonna get any more pictures? Now we're just seeing full pictures. Okay, here's the back. I mean, that does look really crisp from the back. You know, I could see some lady in the Hamptons wearing like this together with maybe like a little like espadrille sandal and a big hat. Maybe I could kind of see it. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me is just like, I don't think if you've got more curves that this is really helping. Maybe it's just that it's in this like normally I love this green, but just like a whole outfit in this green just is kind of feeling like a celery stalk. All right, let's look. Charmeuse, cotton lawn, crepe de chine, double georgette, and silky types. And that's A and B, that's the top. Bottom is chambray, cotton blends, gabardine, lightweight wool blends, linen blends, stretch wovens, twill. Lightweight fusible interfacing. And we got, actually not bad, sorry I'm sort of far from my computer here, 2 3/8 for the largest size, 2 3/4 for the longer one, and then we got reasonable pant amounts here, 2 and something. So yeah, finish measurements. Yeah, we don't actually have like tons of ease. We've got like what I would expect for ease, so I would say this isn't oversized, since we're actually showing what the finished garment measurements are on this one. So it isn't actually that much ease in this. So yeah, so it's just adjusting that shoulder and looking at how that shoulder fits. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know. Like, part of me is like I say, I could see like a chic lady in the Hamptons wearing it. I think it'd be like all about styling and getting that shoulder fit. Like, you need like 1 point at least to fit on this. Because yeah, you can see on the line drawings here where this is hitting. I don't know. Yeah, cropped I can kind of get into, but yeah, you need that shoulder to fit. I might do like different colors, and I like having them the different weights here, like doing, like I say, doing the twill pant and maybe like the lighter cotton top. That would probably help too. Or like a lighter weight draping something. All right, let's look at another one here. All right, so we have Simplicity S9919, women's dress with sleeve and length variations. Dress features sweetheart neckline with a strap detail, elastic shoulder straps, puffed or flutter sleeves, and back shearing. Ooh. Dress has side seam pockets and invisible side zipper. Separate pattern pieces for C, D, and double D cups. We love to see it. You had me at shearing and cup sizes. And let's double check what we have for sizes. Oh, and yay, yay, yay. So we've got our 20 to 28 and our 30 to 38. So I would bet you anything that this also comes in like a women's pattern as a separate under a different number, because that's how they've been doing it lately. All right. So loving this already. Let's go down and look at it. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, so we have like an elasticated strap here with this beautiful like sweetheart neckline and kind of a softer, like fuller, like slightly more than an A-line skirt. And then we've got like a gathered like little off the shoulder sleeve, or they have a puff option. This is so cute. This has been very in lately. So you have your beautiful princess seams in here. I actually love a princess seam because it's really easy to adjust for your bust shape. And you could always add like a little bit more. Like often what I'll do is just add a bit more to the double D cups when I'm fitting it, and then just like pinch out what I don't need and call it a day. So that's beautiful. And then look at this shearing back. Okay, so we've got a full back of shearing. I'll be interested to see if it's like actual shearing or elastic. It almost looks like in this one that it's elastic. Side seam pockets. I don't know if they're like floater side seam pockets or not. Hopefully, if it is, I would anchor it to the waist into the waistband here. But yeah, look at this. I mean, this has been so on trend the last couple years, and this is right up my alley, so I'm excited. So let's look at our gal here. Beautiful. Yeah, this like yellow polka dot with a puff sleeve, like, you know I want it. Okay. I really wish they wouldn't have done it in such a busy print because it's really hard to tell what's going on here. So I'm seeing a strap here across the sweetheart. I'll have to go back and see if that's on the line drawing. But I love this, the way this drapes. It's actually like not tight with this elastic here, so it's just allowing it to kind of curve down, and then it covers that kind of like, I really like this sort of squidgy bra part that's like kind of terrible on everyone. So, especially if you've got big boobs, it's like kind of this weird squidgy bra weirdness right here. So it's great to have like a sleeve covering that. Like gives you that bit of extra comfort and pockets. We love the shearing back. And there's it in a, whoop, I keep doing that. Sorry guys. Yeah, little bar across. I wonder if that's to keep it so that it doesn't stretch this over time. I wonder if there's another way to get away with that without like putting that little bar in, because I feel like that kind of wrecks the like peasanty vibes of it. Yellow polka dot, love it. Yes, I would like one of those, please. Lady. Oh, let's look at the back here. Missed the back. All right, shearing. I think it might be a faux sheer. Almost looks like rows of thin elastic, which I've actually done before. I've shown you guys how to do this in a couple of videos. My cottagecore dress video, I've done it in, so I'll leave that up above. Because yeah, I show you how to do that where I convert gathering to shearing with elastic. But yeah, very cute. I love that this is already done for you. This is just so pretty. I would totally wear this. All right, let's zoom in here. And the fact it goes up to a 38 and has cup sizes. We like all those things. Dress B. Yeah, so 3.5 to 4 1/8 if I'm reading from this distance correctly. So yeah, so you're almost going up a full yard for those puff sleeves, but honestly, I'm not mad at it. I've seen way worse. We have challis, crepe, lightweight poplin, linen types, satin, silky types, soft cotton types. Oh, and it's lined, so we've got polyester and rayons for the lining. I think you could probably also get away with, you know, if you were using a lightweight poplin, you could probably self-line it, or like, you know, if you had a wall or something kicking around, like I wouldn't want to put a polyester lining in my cotton dress. That's just me. It's like, it's a summer dress. You don't want that like sweat factory factor. Lightweight fusible interfacing. And we have bust is 60. Yeah, so you've got your B, your C, D, double D cup. And then, Yeah, so you basically got a free hip, so you can ignore that. But let's see, 53, 54. That must be finished with the elastic. Yeah, so kind of hard to tell, but I don't think it's out of the way. So if it's 60 to 62, that means there's like 2 inches of ease in the bust, which honestly for plus size, I think that's about right for a fitted dress. So again, I don't think they've upsized the ease on that. I've noticed in the last few years, the Big Four has been a lot better with their ease, so I would mock it up in your correct size and give it a go and go from there. I wouldn't not mock it up because it's Big Four. I would always recommend not like mocking up your pattern first instead of diving right into it, especially with the Big Four. Like sometimes I'll not do it for like cashmerette, but like Big Four, I'm 100% doing a mock up. All right. Next buddy. So we have a McCall's pattern, this time M8483, women's top and skirts. And we have another one that is 20 to 28 and 30 to 38. So again, woohoo, full size range. Love to see it. Crop top has short or long puff sleeves and a high neckline with elastic at sleeves, waist, and neck. View B top includes a sash. Pull on asymmetric tiered skirt, comes in 2 lengths. So, okay. I see what we're... Oh, that's cool, actually. So we've got basically like a puff. It's like a triple puff. We got a neckline puff, waist puff, a sleeve puff. It's entirely probably made of squares and gathered, but still kind of a fun idea, and I like having the longer puff. I really like a longer puff because I feel like it rides up on my arms less. Like when you do this, it doesn't like creep up into your armpit. So I do love a longer puff. That's a lot to have a round high neckline like that, like a lot of gathering. So you'd have to see how you feel about that. I like the little sash though. I think that's nice to kind of, you know, finish that off a little bit better. But what is really intriguing is this like gathered tiers that are like sideways. I have not seen that before, and it's very fascinating. That's like a lot, but kind of cool versus just like a straight tiered skirt, like what I was expecting from just like glancing at the photo. So let's take a better look at that. I mean, this is a great model shot. This is kind of exactly like kind of the way you would see someone wearing that with the earrings and everything. And I love this sort of sienna color. I could very much see, like, that feels very, like, gals in Austin would be wearing it in this color to me. You know, going to, like, the funky hipster coffee shop. Yeah. Yeah, this is for a definite girl. But I do really like it, actually. I think on me, this high neckline with the gathering and my boobs might be a little bit much. You might, if you're very full busted... I don't know, but also you do you. Like, I might, like, for me, I think this might be a bit much with, like, gathering under and above and, like, gathering into the neck. But it is certainly cute, and it is certainly, like, a look. And then it's got the puff sleeve. Whoop. Yeah, we're showing it in one of those, like, what is that? The Ruby Star... What's their cloth line? That almost looks like what that is. Yeah, that color though, doing it in that color and like a linen-y something or linen blend would be beautiful. Yeah, you can almost see. It's like, I love the pose, but I also like can't tell that it's slanted. Oh, here you can tell. You can see the slant. Yeah, and that crop is great, like just like a sliver. Sliver is fine. It's like, that's funky. I don't know, like part of me is like, that's a lot of work to get it to be slanted for it to be like kind of a subtle effect. Like, I mean, it's something different, but it's kind of subtle. Like, they're really, like, it is quite an angle, but like you wouldn't really notice it at first glance. Suggested fabrics: challis, cotton blends, gauze, lightweight linen. Yep, checks out. Yeah, like if you did it in like one of those linen rayon blends, that would be like a washer linen. That would be gorgeous. Sizes, yeah, we're going all the way up to the 38, which is fabulous. It uses quite a bit of fabric, so that skirt uses over 5 yards for the full length one, so much to be expected with a tiered skirt like that. And the top used more than you would think too, 2 5/8 or 3 1/4. Again, all that gathering. So Bit of a fabric hog, but it's quite cute. Like, I can picture the girl that wears this, and she goes to like one of the hipster coffee shops, and I can see it in my head. So I mean, this is quite a cool one. You know, McCall's is their sort of younger brand, and this feels a bit better to me. Like, this feels like more. Seems like the last little while they've been getting a little bit more into like what the target is with that line. Because like for a while there was like a little bit too young, but now I can see like, yeah, she's at least old enough to like go to the coffee shop where beer is served, so there's that. So we've got another McCall's here. This is Mrs. and Women's Dresses this time, M8475. Yeah, so unfortunately this one, when we're getting the combo, is the 10 to 18 and the 20 to 28. So yeah, so that seems to be the new normal standard. So when we have like a packaged one that we're doing it in the same pattern number, we seem to do like ones like just those two middle size ranges. I don't appreciate it, to be honest, but whatever. I don't know why we've made that choice for certain patterns and not others, but whatever. Let's just get into it. Let's just look at it. So, evening gown dresses for Mrs. and Women's sizes 10 to 28. Dresses have curved empire and princess seams, baby hems, straps or racerback style, and visible zipper closure. View C dress is floor length with train. So either standard or an event dress. And it looks like we've got another sew along, which is lovely. Oh yes, look at the line drawings. You know, they've been talking about the early 2000s being back, and this smacks of it, but I love an empire waisted seam dress, so this doesn't make me sad, but that is cute. So racerback top, plungy v-neck with a spaghetti strap. Somebody would have wore that to prom. Yep, and then we got the full length. Yeah, this feels like a prom dress, junior something, homecoming, all that kind of stuff. So we have the cover, again with that QR code if you forget how to get to the sew along. Very cute. Lovely lady. We're not getting the plus size lady on the front cover though, and I think we should. So hopefully we've got model shots of a plus size lady in this. Oh, yep, we've got that beautiful seaming in there. We got our lovely lady here. Yeah, be curious to see how this pans out with boobs. But yeah, love the shape of this skirt too. It does actually have some curve to it, which is really lovely. There's the line drawing. So sassy. Look at it in a print. Lovely hot summer date night dress. And there's your prom gown. Yeah, here's your hot date dress. Oh, look at that. With the like sweetheart back line. Yeah, this is like not a bra friendly situation. I would not personally wear this, but this is like a hot date. What is it? How to lose a guy in 10 days type dress, whatever. Okay, here we go. Looks like 1 inch of ease. Yeah, 1 inch of ease at the bust, so we're pretty tight fitting. Charmeuse, crepeback satin, crepes. Lining fabrics. That's funny. Lining fabrics. Thanks for that. Super helpful. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yes, we want that charmeuse or crepeback satin, crepes. That's like your shiny, slick stuff. I think you could also get away with like some rayons here, depending. Like if you had a satin rayon, something like that. Sort of depends. Like you do want something silky and drapey for this to look good, but I feel like you can probably expand out of this just like a little bit. And lining. Yeah, you would want like a charmeuse lining. You could do a Bemberg or something like that. You know, you've got options for lining. I love how they're just like lining fabrics. Thanks. Great. Super helpful. Yeah, really sad we didn't get to see a plus size gal in this. Kind of disappointed since the other ones we've had like both gals on the front cover, but oh well, at least they're trying. It's like there is a date night dress in a plus size. Of course, we're not going to have it go all the way up in plus size, but you know, I'm just being sassy and saucy and sipping my tea. What do you know? All right. Next, jumpsuit. Mrs. and Women's Jumpsuits by Kichi B Style. So this is Knowme pattern. So this is Mimi G's new line. Well, less new now, but this is the line run by Mimi G. So Not to be confused with the Simplicity by Mimi G that are she designs, but this is the Knowme line that's designed by, you know, other people in the sewing community, which is really kind of cool. So let's see our size. Yep. So again, we've got our 10 to 18, 20 to 28. So we're doing that middle bit. We're not going too low. We're not going too high. So double check and make sure. Knowme is very random. They have both size ranges and it's all over the place, so do be very careful with checking the sizes on those ones. I know from experience, some of them only come in the small range, some of them only come in the large range, some of them come like this one with the squishy bit in the middle, some come with the full range. I don't honestly know how they decide. There's got to be some sort of like marketing details that I'm not privy to, but it's very confusing and I wish they would standardize it, and I say it every time, so I'm gonna hop off my soapbox here. Alright, so corset style jumpsuit has sleeveless or short sleeves options, bust darts, paneled palazzo pants, side pockets, invisible zipper closure at the center back. Alright. Ooh. Okay, so we almost have like a faux corset happening. And then we have a beautiful slash, kind of like curved slash pocket. My favorite style pocket, because this is tied into the waistband. So anything you put in your pocket, like your cell phone, ends up like chilling here and then not making your pants hang weird. So excellent, love that. Invisible zip in the back. I would not be able to get it in and out of this jumpsuit without help, so kind of out already, but let's go look at it. And of course, for all the Knowme line, we have the Sew Along by the creator of the pattern, so that's really great, and I know they put a lot of effort into them because I've heard Gwen talk about going through it, so yeah, do take advantage of these sew-alongs. Again, we have this QR code on the cover if you forget how to get there, so scan that, go watch the sew-along. They spend a lot of time working on it. And let's go look at the pattern. So yeah, so they're showing, yeah, so she's showing it in both ways. She's showing it in this solid, in this lovely, like, scarlety orange red. I would look awesome in this red. I love this red. And then she's showing it as sort of like a corset style, so like taking that corset pattern and doing that as a contrast. And she's got matching to her bag here. Very fabulous. Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, so that's the thing when they make their own patterns. Like, I'm not gonna really critique like fit on this. It fits her like bang on. Like, there's really not a lot of like, yeah, I mean, even in this thick denim, like she's got like just like a little bit, like the way that she's standing with her hip, but like very good the way this fits. Yeah, like friggin' look at the back here. Yeah, it's like you want to see stuff that fits well, it's like go look at the makers on their own patterns. That's pretty hard to critique fits on these, but you can see that beautiful with this back zipper here. That would be, I would not be able to get out of this. It would be a bad time. I could not go pee. That's my only major critique of this one. It's like stunning, but like, yeah. I mean, it's got enough coverage in the back here that you could wear your normal bra and be fine, so that's cool, but wow, that would be difficult to get out of. Okay. Suggested fabrics: cotton, blends, gabardine. How about that? Blends, gabardine, linen blends, satin, silky types. Contrast B, also for brocade, jacquard. Lining, cotton blends, polyester blends. See, that's like, I mean, that's not that much more helpful, but at least like they're trying a little bit. Interfacing, lightweight, fusible. Okay, so basically like the sum of that is like we're going for something medium weight, so it doesn't show all your lumps and bumps, is basically like my impression. And so that you have enough weight that actually like holds out the width of these pants, so you actually get kind of the full effect out of them. And we have, yeah, so we're doing 1 inch of ease at the bust, and we're doing 10 inches of ease at the hips, which actually seems about right, and considering they're kicking away, that seems right. So again, I would do a mock-up, because personally I would probably want more than 1 inch of ease in this top, so do double check that. Go make yourself at least a mock-up. Like, you could make yourself like just like the top into shorts as a mock-up, and that would be good. Like, you wouldn't have to waste all the fabric of making the giant pants, because how much are we making here? Yeah, 4.5 yards. Yeah, and an extra 5/8 if you want to do a contrast in that center part. So yeah, So actually not as fabric hungry as I would suspect it to be, but still, like, yeah, you can make yourself a little bit of like cap suit and test out the fit, because you'd want to make sure all your lengths were correct and that this was working correct for you. You want to make a mock-up of this and probably do it a couple of times. I'm just saying, this would be a fitting project as well. Beautiful result though. Not for me, for somebody else that can manage to unzip an invisible zipper and go pee in a reasonable amount of time. Oh, okay. Different. Didn't know they were doing this. Alright, so this is Knowme, another Knowme pattern. ME 2081, Mrs. Maternity romper and jumpsuit by the Corny Rainbow. Now, I know nothing about maternity, like less than nothing about maternity. I'm gonna try and do this as best as I can, but like no idea. Although in all fairness, it is like the world's largest full belly adjustment, so there's that. Loose fitting romper and jumpsuit have button, front opening collar, collar bands, pocket, back yoke with inverted pleat. Romper has long sleeve with cuffs. Jumpsuit has short sleeves, can be worn as non-maternity. Oh, so that's good. Excellent, love that for us. Sew along again. QR code in the front. Interesting. Yeah, so we've got shorts with long sleeves. And then we've got short sleeves with long pants, which is a good way of mixing it up. Yeah, I mean, this is good because we're not getting like pulling it up into her hoo-ha with the belly. That looks great. Again, we're not getting like mad whiskering here. Fabric's probably pretty forgiving. Looks like drop shoulder. Let's go look at the line drawings. Sorry guys, missed that part. Yep. Okay, so drop shoulder, like drop shoulder intentionally. Looks like we're even doing a bit of a dart there, if I'm not mistaken. We got cuffs and then full buttons down the front, so that'll be great. I mean, you could definitely, like, I've heard the buttons down the front are really good for, like, when you're nurse after you've had the baby, so that's cool. Lovely ladies here. Yeah, I wish your braids weren't in the way, because I kind of want to see the shoulder, and this one with the print is hard to see what's going on here. Yeah, so you can see, I think this is the seam here. So yeah, so full drop shoulder. You gotta really consider when you do a drop shoulder. I personally don't love a drop shoulder on me, but that's just because you get a little bit of extra fabric where your arm folds. So it's something to consider, like, on your body type, I think, too, has a lot to do with it. Yeah, so quite loose fitting, which of course, like, I imagine you want if you're growing a human being. Yeah, very loose in the back. Basically, like, no shaping in the back, no shaping in the front. It's like a like it's a tent with tubes, is basically what we're talking about here. Chambray, cotton blends, chambray, cotton blends, double gauze, lightweight twills, linen blends, polyester blends, rayons. Interfacing, lightweight, feasible. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, we're doing lightweight twill. Yeah, you could easily make it in like a rayon twill would be nice. You could do, again, one of those rayon linen blends that I keep bringing up, which is like called washer linen. You could do a cotton linen blend. That would give you a little bit of a stiffer look. I think there's lots of options here that would look really nice. I think you'd want something with a bit of texture, honestly, just so that you could, because it is sort of like a sack with tubes for all intents and purposes. And we got, yeah, so we have a lot of ease in here. So we got 10 inches of ease in the bust and 13 inches in the hip. Yeah, 13 inches in the hip. So you got quite a bit of room, which I think is probably a good thing too, because like, I imagine everything is fluctuating and moving. Yeah, you probably don't want to make it too fitted either. That's why it's got that off the shoulder sleeve. It's meant to be like big and oversized, sort of like a tent with tubes. So probably not my jam, even if I was pregnant, but I could imagine a lot of people really liking this because I imagine this would be really comfortable and would probably be very functional. So that's good. We like ladies being comfortable and functional when they're trying to birth tiny children. All right, moving on from like things I know very little about to something I know somewhat about. So we got another Knowme pattern, and this is by Aronica, who is a plus size champion. I don't know what else to call her. She does have a YouTube channel as well where she talks about plus size, so I'll leave her channel down below. And of course she has a sew along as well. I don't know why they don't have it linked, but we do have the QR code here, and I imagine her instructions are fabulous. So we have Mrs. and Women's Jumpsuit and Dress by Veronica B. Cole. Deep plunge jumpsuit and dress with drawstring gathers at shoulders. Have optional front buttons on the waistline. Side seam pockets. Excellent, we love to hear it. Back ties and invisible zipper closure. Jumpsuit has wide leg pants. Oh, we're doing jumpsuits again. Dress with tier has gathered ruffle at the skirt. Okay, I feel like that's the most confusing way of saying that it's got a gathered tier on the skirt. Anyway, all right, so let's jump into it. Oh, looking at the line drawings first. Does it say jumpsuit? Yeah, jumpsuit and dress. Okay. Yeah, so here's the jumpsuit. Cute little waistband. You got a nice little button detail and these drawstring shoulders. I know my one friend really loves the drawstring shoulders because you can sort of adjust them to cover your shoulders for the sun. So I know she really loves that in the summertime. We have this mad deep V, so you'd need a special bra, and we got like an open back. So yeah, so you need to like, I don't know, you maybe tape them up, you draw, I don't know, not sure, but we have a lovely, oh, I was going to say 6 panel, but it looks like it's actually a 5 panel? Interesting. So we have got like 1 back seam, and then we've got 3 in the front, which is actually really nice, because personally, I don't love having a seam straight down the middle, so I think it's really nice detail to have like the panel in the front. So that's really pretty, and then the tier, I think that's really great. Yeah, the jumpsuit creates a very similar effect, like almost like faux pants with this top, so I could see that being really good too. I don't know if you just pull this thing down. It says it had a zipper, right? Visible zipper closure. I wonder if that's in the back there. Let's have a better look at it here. So here's a run looking fab. Love that. Love that. Yeah, so you can see this like almost looks like a dress. Like I think that's why I was like, jumpsuit? What do you mean jumpsuit? So very, very cute. I love this in this like, is it an eyelet or burnout with like a lining? I don't know. Feels super summer, and like actually the crisp white looks really good on her. So we have a lightweight chambray, and then we've got same photos again. Come on, I want to see more photos of Veronica being cute. I'm sure she gave them more than that. Come on. All right. Anyway, I have to correct me if I'm wrong, Veronica, but I'm positive you probably gave them more photos than that. I know Gwen took like 1,000, so. Anyway, we have chambray, charmeuse, cotton blends, crepe de chine, gauze, linen blends, silky types. Yeah, I would throw like, yeah, cotton blends. Like I would throw like what she's probably got on as like a cotton lawn or cotton eyelet, something like that. So I would throw that in there. Your linen blends, again, cotton linen blend, linen rayon blend, anything like that would be fine. Like the chambray, you'd probably want it to be a little bit lighter. Charmeuse, I don't know about charmeuse, honestly. Like, it'd be very shiny, gathered. Anyway, lining, we have cotton blends, polyester blends. Like, we're really not trying with our fabric descriptions this go around. Interfacing. Cool. I didn't look at the sizing on this one, but looks like we've got our 20 to 38. So my guess is probably this one's only available in plus, because I'm pretty sure all of Veronica's patterns are just in plus. And we have, how much ease do we have? That's body measurements. Do we get finished garment measurements? No. Okay. Never mind. Well, look at that. And honestly, not that bad. 4 and something, 4 and an eighth. Can't read it from here, but looks like that's pretty reasonable, honestly, for this type of pattern. I honestly would have expected it to be a lot more fabric. It's probably because the top is pretty small, but generally adorable. Do like it. Wish we'd like see the back. Like, I want to see the back, but I don't know. I do dig it. I think it's really cute. I think you'd be really comfy for summer. I love that it's got pockets. Like you throw it on and run around. Be great for like beach. Picturing beach. Like cotton eyelet on the beach. It's a vibe. Alright, we're diving back into Butterick for a hot minute. Alright, Butterick, Mrs. and Women's shirt. So we're just doing a shirt this time. We're not doing like shirt, pants, skirt, and half the wardrobe. Which, I honestly prefer, because, like, I'm only going to usually make one item out of a packet. Tell me how you work. I'm, like, really curious to know, because, like, personally, I'd rather make, like, one of those, like, specific pant patterns that's got all the fitting stuff in it, because it's difficult, and then make like fun tops, but you know, what do I know? Anyway, this is B 6980. Again, we're doing 10 to 18 this time. Was that the same as last time? And then 20 to 28. Semi-fitted shirts have neckband, collar, face yoke, front and back darts, front button closure, long set and sleeves, ending in button cuffs, with placket opening and button sleeve tabs, stitch temps. Sewing rating easy. Again, I feel like I haven't looked at the other ones, but like, you're doing button cuffs with a placket opening? I'm not rating it as easy there, Butterick. I'm like, maybe because it's off to the side, but like, no. So let's go look at the line drawing. Actually kind of cool. Like a roll-up sleeve with a tab, and then this little collar, and then the side buttons. Like, it's kind of a different take on doing like a blouse or a button-up shirt, so I kind of dig it. I'm kind of into, like, it's like you could wear it to work, but it's like a little bit funky if you're bored of sewing button-down shirts. And we have both our ladies on the cover again, which I appreciate. Yeah, we got our buttons. Buttons. I think in this case, I actually prefer this version, because I think it's like, I had to guess, it's like basically like a purple chambray that they're showing this one in, so it's got a little bit more structure than this silky type they've got her in. Yeah, very cute. This one fits her a lot better at the shoulders on this one. I mean, it's still a little off. Looks right on this side. It's probably just the way she's standing. Fits her really well on the shoulders. Collar looks really nice. Can I get a different photo? Okay, here we go. Here's the back. Yeah, so we're a little bit off the shoulder. She might have a little bit of asymmetrical shoulders, or just have it kind of pulled to one side a little bit, but lovely collar. Yeah, there are some little darts in the back here to give you some shaping, which is nice. Especially if you're curvy or like this gal. Like, for me, you know, I just have no butt. So it's, you know, not that big of a deal, but at least that looks really nice. This curved hem is really lovely. I think they've just turned and stitched it, but you can always do this with some bias binding. I showed that a few times on the channel, doing it with bias binding. I believe I showed it in the video I did on Twig and Tail, so we'll leave that up above. But yeah, so you can do this type of hem with, like, I prefer to do it with a bias binding just because it's a lot easier than turning it under like this on a silky type. But, you know, to each his own. These gals get paid to sew for a living. But yeah, not much to say. I mean, it's different. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's for me. Like, I don't know if I would make one of these just because it's more like a tunic. But it's not bad. It's for someone. It's not bad. If you're sick of sewing a button-down shirt, this is something different to make. Alright, back into the Knowme. We have ME 2063, and this is Mrs. and Women's Romper and Jumpsuit by Britney J. Jones. Let me guess, we're doing the limited size range again. Yep, 10 to 18, 20 to 28. We got another jumpsuit. They're really going all out on the jumpsuits. Like, they're like saying that like we're still doing jumpsuits, which, are we still doing jumpsuits? Like, I never really jumped on the trend to begin with. So, but I kind of thought we were like kind of on the end of jumpsuits, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. This one we don't even get a full paragraph for. This one they're just giving us like straight up bullet points. Notch collar, romper, and jumpsuit. Back elastic casing, side pockets, front fly zipper, and tie belt. Designer, Britney J. Jones. Okay, cool. Sewing rating, average. Seems more reasonable. I don't know why this is harder than a shirt with a full placket and a button thing, but Lord knows. Anyway, we get a sew along here. Again, QR code on the front if you forget. This looks stunning already. Again, makers making their own patterns. They actually get them to fit on their own body. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Look at how this pant fits her. Fabulous. I love this fabric. Like, I want to know where she got this fabric. I would rock that. Yeah, stunning. Love the two lengths. I don't know if I love like where the sleeve ends here. Let's see, I'll look at the other one. Yeah, you'd have to be careful because I feel like she has quite a bit of hip to like balance it out, but like on me with my smaller hips and having this sleeve hit right there, like that's fuller like that really would box out my top of my body, so that would just be something to be aware of. It looks so good on her. I think this is really meant for someone who's got either like more of an hourglass or a pear. Yeah, with the straight leg and everything. Look at that. Like, look at that butt. Like, excellent fit. When people make their own stuff, it looks so nice. Okay. So, I feel like these like Knowmes are just like a fan fest, but let's look at it here. Bust 50, finished garment measurements 55. Yes, we got like 5.5 inches of ease. That seems about correct for that. And we're doing 59 in the hip. Yeah, so we're doing about the same in the hip. So yeah, I'd say that's about right. So you'd want to make your correct size. Again, Big Four has been better about that lately, so I would just go in with making your correct size, and if they're wrong, then, you know, be glad you made a mock-up, because that's how I feel about Big Four a lot of the time. So, fabulous. Love that for us. Yeah. I think it's really cute if you're into like a jumpsuit and it's got the collar on it and everything. The way it wraps over is really nice. Like, I think that's really flattering. You know, it's nice enough that I think you could wear it to like a work event or something. Like, it seems appropriate for that versus some of the other ones we've seen so far are like, you know, summer day at the, you know, out at the coffee shop or the brewery or something. So yeah, I think it's really nice. I don't know if it's like, again, not for me, but like I love this on someone and I can see someone wearing this and rocking it. Hi guys! So editing Ashley jumping in here. This video ended up being incredibly long. I ended up basically reviewing a year's worth of patterns all in one go. So what we're going to do is we're going to split this up into 2 videos. So obviously today you're watching part 1. And I'm going to be releasing part 2 next Friday so that you won't totally sick of me. So do hit that like and subscribe down below so you can be notified when part 2 comes out. And let me know your thoughts on this format. Obviously, I might want to do this a little bit more seasonally so that it doesn't end up being this long next time, but I have really enjoyed doing it, and I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on the patterns as well. I think a lot of these aren't for me. I did really like a couple of the dress patterns, but, you know, to each his own. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on which ones are your favorite and kind of how you pick up these Big Four patterns. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys!